Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Rupy. For those of you who don't know me, thank you so much for joining us today. Today we are doing a video that I was going to do for a while now. Let me see, it's been about 2 weeks, okay? I got back from a trip. No, it's not been 2 weeks. I lied. It's been a little over a week, like a week and a half-ish. But basically, I was just going to unpack my makeup because I didn't have time to pack with you guys. And so what I thought we could do instead, and what might be a little bit more interesting, is talking about the makeup that I packed with me for a trip that's only about 2 hours away from us. So I wasn't flying, to preface this, we were driving. So I packed a little bit more than I would if I was flying, you know. And so I thought we could talk about the makeup that I packed with me and just talk about the things that I actually was able to use during my trip. So I thought that that could be kind of fun because, you know, right now, not a lot of travel is happening, but the type of travel that I feel like I see most people doing nowadays is that we're driving places, we're road tripping, we're just taking weekend trips, little getaways. Our trip was, we went Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and we came back Tuesday. So it was like a 5-ish day, I would say, like 4 full days, 4 full nights type of trip. And so I kind of overpacked my makeup, but I wanted it to feel like I was still accessible to my things that I have at home. I overpacked probably 1 or 2 categories quite a bit. The rest of them I feel like are fine. So if you're interested to see what I packed and what I actually used, then just stay tuned. All right, also my hair is like a total mess. And I'm just gonna say, every time I wear leopard print, I totally feel like I'm like channeling like Carol Baskins, and that's not what I'm trying to do, okay? Just so we know, we're 2 completely different people. Just so we know. I just want to put that out there. Okay, so I'm going to start with something a little bit boring. We're going to start with makeup brushes. And so usually I will just pack all of my brushes in this little case. This is from Sigma. So I've had this for about a decade now, I will say, because I bought a brush set way back when Sigma first like launched. It probably wasn't during like their first year, but it was during the early years of beauty YouTube. I mean, yeah, it was still fairly early. I would say about 2011, 2010 is when I bought this. And this case, sorry, I have a bit of a cold, so my cough comes back every now and then. I'm all choked up. Anyways, I was just saying that this case lasted me that long, and it's amazing because I still make use of it. I travel with this all the time. And so in here, I packed my Refer brushes. There's one other item in here. I'm actually going to pull it out and put it in my travel case, and I will show you. But in here, I have mostly just my Refer brushes, and I don't like to overpack this little compartment, so I'll show you like a close-up. Of course, I used most of those brushes. I had taken them quite clean. There's maybe like one brush I did not use. And this brush, I think, no, this brush is not Refer, but it's in here anyways. And so I have them in here just loosey-goosey because I don't want brushes like this to get too splayed. And so I don't like overpacking this because it changes the shape of your brush. So this is what I take, and then I get this as my extra cup holder. And then I have this little brush roll. This was a brush set that I bought off of Amazon. If you guys want a review of the brush set that originally came in here, let me know in the comments down below. I can definitely do that for you. It was the navy blue ones, like these ones here. Those are the ones that came in here. So these are some of the brushes that I took with me. These are just additional brushes. I think they're all synthetic. Yeah, these are all synthetic. Some of my BK Beauty brushes. This is my powder brush from them. I think it's the 104, and I don't like for it to lose shape, so I put like a little brush guard thing on there. But this is basically more brushes that I took because I felt like I needed a little bit more than just my Refer, and sometimes there are certain shades of shadow I don't want to, you know, take onto my Refer brushes because I don't want them to stain too badly. So I also did take this brush roll. And so that was the one category that I thought maybe was a little bit excessive in my packing. I don't know about you guys. How many brushes do you generally take when you go on vacation? I feel like I need to take a little bit of everything. Otherwise, I have no idea what I'm going to do if I'm trying to do a certain type of look and I don't have the right tools for it. So I think tools are super important. What do you guys think? Next, I will show you my makeup case. So my makeup case is this guy here. So I'm going to actually show you. so it actually zips up from both sides. It's got quite the width. It's got quite, you know, it's got a little handle here so you can use it as a carrying case. I actually just packed this right into our suitcase because it was just easier to do. So when you unzip this, this is what it looks like. You can make different size compartments inside of here. It's quite heavy, so I'm not going to be able to hold it up the whole time. And I wish that I could do like an overhead video for you guys, but honestly, I just don't have the space right now. And so this part here, there's a flap. You pull it up and you can stick makeup brushes in here. I just have some tools. I have a lash comb, scissors, some brow and face razors, or like those dermal cleaning tools. And then it also has like a pocket in here. So in this pocket, I have a pair of lashes. What else do I have in here? I have my e.l.f. lash strips, which I actually did use the pair of lashes once. So that did get some use, but I did not use my lash strips because I actually forgot that I had them. But also I feel like the formulas and stuff that I'm working with, I didn't really end up needing them. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through each of the compartments. Honestly, the stuff is not packed in the same way that I had originally packed it, because you know, when you get to the hotel and you just take everything out and then you are trying to pack everything and go back home and you're like, just shove it in however it gets in there. So everything did not go back into the same spot, but you know, it's there. So I think for face primers, I believe I only took one, and I took a sample size one. I took this little Rare Beauty, I don't know, it's the pore diffusing one, but as you can see, the little pump has made its way about halfway. When I took it with me, it was probably a little bit lower. So I did get some use out of this, and I feel like I'm going to be able to use this up in no time because I've been reaching for it quite a bit. For complexion, I have a couple things in here. Let me just move things around. So we'll start with like our foundation. So the ones that I packed with me, oh my god, I can't even get these out. Hang on. They're all jammed right in there. My hair is like a mess. Okay, so the ones I packed with me, I decided to pack two types of foundation. I decided to pack a regular foundation in case I wanted more coverage. And so I went with my NARS Radiant Longwear because I know I like this formula and I need to get some use out of it. It's not settled right now, but I think if it was to settle, I've probably used it just about that much. So I want to use that one up. And so my second option was I really wanted to take something with lighter coverage, a little more wear time, something that was easier and didn't kind of come off too easily, and that was the Fenty, the Ease Drops. I got use out of both of these products along with a purchase that I made on the way to our trip. So we had to stop off at the drugstore, and I noticed a drugstore was now selling Catrice. So I bought the Truskin Foundation. Unfortunately, I bought it in a shade that's way too light for me. Like, look at that compared to my face. What was I thinking? However, this is too yellow for me. I love the formula of this. I love the formula of this, but this can tend to lean a little bit drying as well. And because it was so yellow, I decided to mix a little bit of this. Guys, perfect combination. Honestly, these will be getting use out of my collection for sure as like a combo foundation. So I'm going to keep this shade. I'm not going to bother taking it back because I don't even think I have the receipt. Actually, no, I probably have the receipt in my emails, but I think this is a really good mix in foundation for me for the ones that are yellow on my skin tone, which is this one. I have a Clinique one that's a little too yellow, and also the Too Faced Born This Way. So I'm going to make use out of those foundations by mixing in a little bit of this. But those are the three foundations I took. I also decided to take this product, which also has a little bit of coverage, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. Unfortunately, I didn't end up using this at all. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. I don't really mind that I didn't use it because I use it quite often at home, but I took it just in case I wanted just, you know, something more light coverage, but I wanted that really glowy skin. So I did pack that with me. It just didn't get used. And then for powder, I packed this powder here, the Liss Beauty powder. I think I probably only used this once just to set underneath my eyes. I really do enjoy this powder. It's very like finely milled. It's translucent. I feel like I've got quite a dip going in it. It is a little bit on the drying side though, and I don't like how flat I guess it looks. So I do have like the I have the Huda one on the way, so I'm really excited to try that one. So we'll see how that goes. But I will keep you guys posted on that. Once I get it in, we'll do like a first impressions and that kind of thing and go from there. Okay, for concealer, I packed two, and I packed the NARS Radiant Longwear. This is actually a color corrector, and this is in medium. I love this color corrector, you guys. It's so, so good. It's literally at the top of my list right now. I think out of all of the ones I have, this is hands down my favorite because it's the least drying and it doesn't cake up underneath my eyelids. Or eyelids underneath my eyes. I also packed the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener. This one I love mixing with this because this helps to correct, and I think this one is supposed to correct also, but it just helps to brighten the under eyes, and then I don't need to go over with another like concealer to brighten or anything. I just mix a dab of each of these under my eyes, and this is the one I correct with, you know, around my lips and on my chin and any other areas that I feel like I have dark spots. But that Fenty one just really helps lighten this up. So I use this pretty much every time I did my makeup on my trip, so that got a lot of use out of me. Let's go to bronzers. I packed a cream bronzer and a powder bronzer. So for cream bronzer, I packed my NARS Laguna Sun-Kissed Bronzing Cream. I love this, you guys. I love this formula so much. As you can see, like I haven't had this for very long, but I have used it quite a bit, and I like going in with a synthetic angled brush to do this. It blends so beautifully. It's an absolutely gorgeous formula. I wish that they would make this a staple product in their line and bring out more shades because it's that good. Also, do you notice the theme of how I packed everything with like rose gold or gold and shiny? It was because I was deciding I was going to do a makeup flat lay at the hotel. It never happened. It never happened. So for my powder bronzer, I went ahead and I packed my Vive bronzer. And this one I actually used, I think, every time I didn't use my NARS Laguna, so I would use this. So it kind of went back and forth. I think I probably used this like 2 times, this probably 3 to 4 times. There were days when I did my makeup in the morning and then I washed my face and did my makeup again in the evening. And a lot of the times I just, you know, turned my day look into a night look. So it really depended on the mood, but these 2 bronzers were amazing to take on the trip. I have no regrets about either of these products because I've learned they both work beautifully for me. I'm not wearing either of those today. I'm actually wearing the Victoria Beckham bronzer, which I'm also liking. I will have everything that's on my face linked in the description bar below, but a lot of it is discontinued. So, you know, bear that in mind. I am trying to use my makeup, you know, I want to be able to use my discontinued things just as much as like my regular things. So for highlighter, I was going to pack separate highlighters, but I decided to go with this because I have really been enjoying the formula of the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold. This is the palette. It comes in a trio, so you get rose gold, original bar of gold, and the gold bullion. Is that what it is? Yeah, I think that's what it is. So it comes with 3 shades. You get the original gold bar, the rose gold, and the gold bullion. So I figured this was a good option for me because it had all 3 tones that I'd ever need with any of the eye looks that I was going to create. And honestly, it was perfect. I used this every day. I used each color once, so, or like at least once. I think I only used gold bullion once, but I really dipped into this one here a lot. I mixed this one and this one a lot. So yeah, gold bullion on its own, I feel like it's only meant for very particular looks, so I didn't get a lot of use out of that on its own. Now, for blush, I packed 2 blushes. So one was my Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop Sex on Fire. This was probably my first high-end blush that I ever purchased. Yeah, this is the one that they call, you know, the nipple blush, but There it is. It's looking a lot lighter. There we go. So that's kind of the shade that it is. I really just like swirling my brush through the whole entire thing and applying it all over my cheeks, and it's a really nice flush of color on my face. It's a nice like mauvey toned blush. I really do enjoy that one. And then so I did that one because I wanted something that was that, but then I also wanted something a little peachy because those are my kind of go-to blush tones depending on the look that I'm wearing. And so for the more pinky looks I was going to use that. And then for the more, you know, looks that would go with a peachier blush, I packed my Patrick Ta. This is the Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in Do We Know Her? And you guys, I absolutely love this one. And when they say do the powder first and then the cream on top, they do not joke. It looks absolutely stunning. I was always like, really? You want to put cream over your powder? Like, how does that make any sense? It just does. It works. I don't know what it is. It looks beautiful. I love it. I love this blush so much. I love the other one that I have too, and I can't remember the name of it. I want to say it's Oh She's Different, but I'm not 100% sure. But I love the formula so much. So much. I do actually have one more blush. I forgot that I packed this one, but I did use this one probably more than the other two. I would say I probably used the Charlotte Tilbury twice, the Patrick Ta once, and this next one twice. So this is actually still in its package because I put it back in here. And this is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow. Now, I had been wanting this blush since before it even went viral, thanks to Kylie Jenner. It was on my loves list for a long time, and I added it to cart so many times, and then I would just go back and be like, nope, move it to my loves, and I never bit the bullet. And then when I you know, when I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go buy it, that's when I guess Kylie Jenner made it go viral, and like literally everyone and their mom owns it now. And so when it came back in stock on Sephora, I went and bought it. You're gonna look at this, you're gonna be like, really, girl, you wanted that color? You guys, when I say when you apply this on your cheeks, it is so beautiful. Like, you would not guess. You're gonna think this is like some kind of bright, crazy bubblegum candy yum pink, but it's yummy. It's really yummy on the cheeks. I used this twice. If I can remember, I'll pop in a photo somewhere here so you can see what this blush looked like on me, because it really doesn't look like what it looks in the pan when it's on your cheeks. It's absolutely gorgeous. The formula is gorgeous. I love it. I used a very, try not to use like a dense brush with this. I feel like if you use a really fluffy brush, you get that really soft wash of color, and it's just super beautiful. You know, it's a really nice formula. Okay, let's move on. I think the last of Complexion products, I have my Milk Hydro Grips Set and Refresh Spray. I really do love this. It's really, really good. You shake it up and then you mist it on. I love the mister on this. I love how this looks, you know, makes my makeup look, and I like how it lets my makeup wear. It's really, really good. It feels really refreshing. I have nothing bad to say about this. I really do love it. So that is another product that, you know, I say it's amazing. I'm just going to pull some stuff forward because then I can kind of see what's in here. Oh, another tool, I did pack a sharpener because you guys ever been on vacation when you run out of your eye pencil and you can no longer put it on, or you can't get a precise line with your lip liner? You need it. You need it. I'm just letting you know. Okay, I also did pack a beauty blender because a beauty blender is my favorite way to apply foundation when it's more full coverage foundation. As for the Fenty Ease Drops, I like to use my hands for this one. But for my NARS and the Catrice, this was the way to go. I obviously used this. I mean, it was brand new when I packed it, and now it's dirty. So, you know, it got its use. All right, so let's see, for brows, I only packed 2 products for brows. I packed my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel, or no, Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony. I've only had this for a very short amount of time, but as you can see, I'm making my way in there. The only thing I will say, it is a little bit creamy right now, so I'm hoping it dries out just a teeny bit. Like, I don't want it to dry out completely, but I want it a little bit drier. And then I also took my Refi, I think that's how you say it, my brow gel. So you get the brush and comb on one side, and this one kind of gives you like a lamination effect. I'm actually wearing this today. I had to pull it out to use it. So you'll see it looks kind of white in the tube, but if you apply it carefully enough, you're not going to get that residue, so it's not completely horrible. For mascara, I did pack 2, but my intention was only to use 1, which was this one, my Lash Princess Waterproof from Essence. Betsy, thank you so much for sending me this. I cannot get a hold of the waterproof anywhere in Canada. I did have the non-waterproof and I don't like it because nothing that's not waterproof holds a curl on my lashes, and so she sent me a bunch of those and I'm so grateful. The other one that I did pack is one that I wanted to try because of the marketing on this one, but I just wasn't ballsy enough to try it on vacation because I wanted my makeup to look perfect. So that is this one. It's the Ilia Fullest Volumizing Mascara. I have yet to try this. So maybe I'll just try it on a day where I'm at home because I really want to know, does it actually do that to your lashes? We do have another tool in here that I forgot about. Obviously, like a lash curler is a very important tool to pack with your makeup if you want those nice flirty lashes. I'm going to go through my eye stuff, I think, really quick because I've got a couple more. Well, actually, I haven't even gone through eye products yet, but we'll go through those. I'm going to do palettes. I'm going to do my eyeshadow palettes last. I just dropped my Charlotte Tilbury, you know, what's that called? My blush. I actually just used a product from here and I feel like I didn't put it back. Did I put it back in the right container? I did. Okay, so I'm going to go through my eye stuff quickly. My eyeshadow primer, you guys know. Urban Decay Primer Potion. There's no other way, but I did recently pick up the Smashbox one, and also I've been using the Juvia's Place one, which I've actually really been enjoying. It's not that bad, but I feel like with certain formulas, it's not my favorite. So I'm excited to try the Smashbox one that everyone like raves about. The next thing I packed, I don't know why, I packed 2 black eyeliners. I packed the Charlotte Tilbury, what is it? The Rocking Coal in Bedroom Black. And then I packed the Urban Decay Waterline Pencil. I want to say I packed both because I think the Charlotte Tilbury is probably easier if I want to smudge it, whereas this one dries and sets really quick and then I can't budge it. So that's probably why I had both. I don't really know what other reason I would have, and I did use both of them, so that's also really weird, but I didn't use them for the purposes that I took them for, you know. Okay, so next I have this one. This is also another eye pencil. It's the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Pencil. This is in the shade number 2, Ebony. It's a dark brown liner. I just really love a good dark brown liner, and I took this more if I wanted to smoke out my lash line and just make, you know, kind of like a smoky wing look. I didn't end up doing that. I'm just gonna say that I didn't end up doing it. And then I also took this lash glue liner from Kiss. This is my favorite lash glue ever. It's the easiest to apply. It actually holds your lashes down. The best way I found to apply it is you apply it to your lash line and then you apply it to the band of the lash and you just stick it on the double hold thing. I don't know, it works. So I did use that the time that I did wear lashes, which was only one of the nights. And then I took my Natasha Denona Chromium liquid eyeshadow. This is in the shade Scarab. So this is like kind of a green to blue shifty multi-chrome thing. I just thought that this was beautiful to pair with my Natasha Denona gold palette, which, sneak peek, that's what I packed. And I did actually use this once. I wanted to get some use out of my liquid shadows, so I decided to pack that and take it with me. Now, for lip stuff, I packed an abundance of lip stuff. Oh, I actually did pack another liner. Let me just show you. That was the Inglot gel liner, just I guess in case I wanted to use a different formula. I don't know. But for lipsticks, I packed quite a few. There was pretty much, I think, 2 products that I ended up using the whole time that I was there. So let's go through these. I will go to this one first because I didn't use this on my trip at all. And this is the M Cosmetics matte liquid liner. No, liquid lipstick. I think it's like Cloud something. I don't know what it's called. What are you called? I can't really even read it, you guys. Oh my god, my eyes don't work. The shade is Morning Mocha, and it literally smells like coffee. I only know this because I applied this to my lips today, so if you're wondering what I'm wearing, this is what I'm wearing. I love it so far. Like, I love the formula of it. Feels really nice and comfortable. Doesn't feel excessively drying. Kind of reminds me of the Cloud Lab lip clays from Kaleidos, only I feel like it's a little bit more transfer proof. Yeah, it did not transfer, so I don't know. I'll keep testing that out though, because I don't know for sure if it's like transfer proof, but so far from what I've seen, it is. Next, I packed 2 more lips by M Cosmetics. I really just wanted to get use out of my M Cosmetics product. So I packed these on my last trip with me, I think. I packed one of them. Which one did I pack? I think I packed this one, which is Venetian Rose. I really do enjoy this formula. It looks very glossy on the lips. It's really pretty. And then I also have it in the shade Magic Hour, which has dog hair on it. That's kind of fun. So Magic Hour looks more like this. It's also super pretty. All in all, I love this formula. I would buy more of these. They're the Lip Cushion Tinted Lip Luminizer. Long name, great product. I do love that one. And then I also did pack, actually this one I didn't use. This is the Propa Beauty lipstick in the shade Prowess. Is that how you pronounce that? I didn't even take this out, to be honest. I just took it in case I wanted to do a red lip. I wanted to try something new, but I didn't use it. So the other one I took is Elisa Eldridge lipstick. This is in Velvet Fawn. I did actually use this one once, but I put it back in the box because I didn't want it to get ruined. So it's back in the box, but I did use that one time. For lip liners, I took my Milani Spice, which I probably will need to replace soon. I did line my lips with this one today. I do really enjoy it. Did not use this on my trip though. I also packed NYX lip liner in the shade Natural. I also didn't use this one. The one that I did use only once is She's Strong from Patrick Ta. It's just a nice, like, cool neutral brown, and I used that in conjunction with this lip gloss from Tower 28. This is in the shade Almond. It's looking different on camera than it is in person. It is still the same color. I know some people's oat has been turning orange, but this is exactly the same color as when I bought it. Formula is great, smells great, works great. Love this gloss. I love, love, love the Tower 28 glosses. They're so good. All right, and the last product that I packed is the Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm from Dior. It's the one that comes in this type of packaging, and then you open it up and you've got lip balm. You know what, on first impression, my shade, by the way, that I have in this is, oh, that's hard to read. Pink something. Oh, it's in the shade Rose Gold. It's 011 Rose Gold. Like, look at that. Who is supposed to read this? Because I can't. How do you expect people to read that? Like, write it in black? Holy crap, dude. Anyways, I get it. It's for the aesthetic. But at first, when I tried this, I really didn't enjoy this formula. When I tried it, like, when I first bought it, I was like, oh, that's really dry for a lip balm. But the more you kind of, like, press it on and really let it melt into your lips, it's so good. I will say this shade is very sparkly, so if you're not into like sparkly lips, avoid this shade. Maybe get something different. But I really do enjoy the formula of that now. And so that is all I have in my this case. I do have palettes, because you're probably wondering, girl, where's your eyeshadow palettes? Well, I do have palettes. And actually one of the palettes might be a face palette too, now that I think about it. So what I did was I just wrapped up, see, there's a good chunk of palettes in here. I just wrapped this up in a towel. This is a microfiber towel, so I could clean my brushes off with it. But it was also just so that my palettes would stay safe in the suitcase. And yeah, so this is all one brand because I kind of just wanted to play with the formula. So the first thing is this Natasha Denona Bronze Cheek Face Glow palette. I really wanted to try this for a very, very long time. It was on sale at Sephora for like half off. This is what the cover looks like. Sorry to blind you. But I did use this. I actually used I actually used just the two, just the two cream shades up here. I used this highlighter, and this is supposed to be a blush shade, and I used both of those. I haven't used these, but that's just because I wasn't in the mood for powder, and if I was going to use a powder highlight, I had my Charlotte Tilbury one, so I did make use of this, I think, twice for that highlighter. And then I packed with me my brand new Natasha Denona Retro palette. I had just gotten this in the mail and I knew I wasn't going to have time to film with it, but I figured I could at least start playing with it and kind of get to know the formula. So I think I used this probably 2 or 3 times while we were on the trip, and I have to say, I love it. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. I think the colors in here are gorgeous. I feel like it's that same formula that's really easy to work with. Stunning. I have no complaints. The other one that I decided to pack is one that I think is no longer available. So this is the Natasha Denona Leela palette. I believe that's the correct way to say it, Leela. And this one, I mean, I used this twice. I think I used this on the first day or the second day. What I did was I did a day look with it, and then I turned it into a night look later that day. So, yeah, I really do love it. The purples in here are gorgeous. I love, love, love these shades. And I can't wait to play with this palette again, but no regrets in buying this. Absolutely loved it so much. And the last one I just featured in my fall palettes video, so I had to pop it back in here after I had dug around for it for that video. But this one, you guys, I used this only once or twice, but it's so beautiful. And I used the multi-chrome, the liquid multi-chrome with this, and it's such a stunning color story. Also this one and this one together, because I did use some of the neutrals from this for these purples. Such a good combination. Like, no regrets for any of those products. So that is all that I had packed with me for my vacation. I say it as if it's nothing. Clearly there's a lot of products there. Let me know, do you think I overpacked? Do you think I packed just enough? Do you think I didn't pack enough at all? I don't know. Maybe you guys are more crazy than I am. I'm not sure. But I do feel like for myself, that was quite a bit to take. Now, if I was flying, it would not have been as much product in my little train case. I probably would have just fit everything into here, and I probably wouldn't have taken any of these palettes because they don't really fit in here. They take up a lot of space. I would have taken a smaller palette in this little guy here, or I would have taken like my Natasha Denona minis, like a few of them. So let me know what kind of products you usually pack when you go on vacation. What are your favorite things to take with you? Interrupters. The interrupters are here. I love you.
Your DoorDash is here.
He brought sushi. Hey, can you close the door? Dasher? Can you close the door, my Dasher? My dashing husband, I love you.
Oh, he's sitting up on the camera. What's the camera's
No.
off?
He's such a jerk. I always say stuff like that to you. I love you.
Love you too, bye.
Anyways, back to finishing off this video because that's what I was trying to do. I don't remember what I was saying, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please go ahead and hit me a thumbs up down below. If you didn't, you can hit the thumbs down button. Whatever, you don't have to. It would help me out though if you did, because then I can figure out what kind of content you do enjoy versus what you don't enjoy. But yeah, that's all. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider doing so. I would love for you to join my little family here on YouTube. I hope that you guys are all staying well, being kind, and staying healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.